Alrighty. What's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here for a Saturday evening video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And if you missed any videos, just go back, just go to my channel, or my channels, and go to my homepage, check out the latest video. Should be right there. That's it. Don't forget to tap that bell so you get notified of when I do a video, when I go live, so you don't miss anything. Because if you miss it, too goddamn bad. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right. I apologize. I should have been here like an hour ago, but you know, things came up. I was a little under the weather. My stomach was bothering me, and just took a mean old shit just now. And I feel good. I feel good. That's all I gotta say. But other than that, I had to do a promo for World Wrestling Spaghetti, you understand, on Facebook. So I had to cut a promo for episode 2 of World Wrestling Spaghetti on Facebook. So just go to the World Wrestling Spaghetti page, check that promo out. It's legend, wait for it, legendary. That's all I gotta say about that. So, like I said, apologize for the long wait. You know, a lot of people are like, where are you? You know, like my good buddy Nick Infante is like, Peter, where are you? Scooby-Doo, where are you? Yeah, I know. Like I said, I know I'm an hour late. I apologize for that, but I'm here now. So hopefully, Nick's still around, and hopefully maybe he'll come in later or whatever. But it is what it is. And I know it's a little bit of a lag, as always, but you guys gonna buy me a fucking desktop or a new laptop? Either hit me up with a comment or hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. Pretty nice and chilly here in the Northeast. Pretty nice sunny day. It was cloudy. Now the sun's out, even though it's gonna be going down in about an hour and a half. So it is what it is. Nice, cool, sunny day. Tomorrow's gonna rain, which sucks, but it is what it is. But hopefully you all had you're all having a great weekend. And if not, well, fuck you, man. That's it. All right. Yesterday I had a great stream with Nick and another one of my my faithful members of the prophecy, and just go back a video, Friday Night Madness, you understand, talking about Triple H and little preview of Smackdown, which I'll get to in a minute. Some stuff about the WWE maybe releasing more people. A little bit of AEW news and sprinkle in there. But check the video out right before this one. And that's it. Yes, Nick. Nick is in the chat, and it's showtime. Or as is it Michael Buffer or his son goes, it's time. But anyway, Michael Buffer's catchphrase is much better than that one. But it is what it is. Let's get ready to suck it. Rumble. So, let's get it on, as Judge Mills Insane, you say. We call him Mills Insane. Legend. He's a legend. If you have followed me from day one, Mills Insane, the greatest referee of all time in the E world. Mills Insane, ladies and gentlemen. Referee of my very first E-Fed, WKOB TWO, back in 1998. When the internet was just a thing. But now it's a toxic wasteland. No, Celebrity Deathmatch. Yes, I know, Mills Lane. But to me, to us, to the E-Fed world, he is Mills Insane. Okay? Get it right. That's all I got to say about that. Just check something. Ooh, the Mets won. Mets are up 4-1 on the San Diego Padres. And that one run, sadly, was by that overrated piece of shit, Fernando Tatis Jr. What happened to him last night? He got degrominated. That's all I got to say about that. Hopefully, DeGrom, he came out in the 7th inning with right flexor tendonitis. And then everybody on freaking YouTube, Facebook, everybody on social media, on the Met forums are like, DeGrom's going to be out 12 months. 12 weeks, not 12 months. Huh. DeGrom's going to be out 12 months. The Mets are done. Are you a doctor? Are you a doctor? Really, these half-ass fucking Met fans. They think they're a doctor. They think that DeGrom is going to be out the whole year. You don't know that. He said he's fine. He said it's not a big thing. I don't think it's a big thing. Doesn't really have to pitch 102 miles an hour every fucking pitch, but But still, I don't think it's a big thing. I think he should skip his next start, get some rest, ice it up a little bit. He's supposed to pitch on Wednesday. I say skip his next start. Let him come back, in the next 5 days, which would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. By Monday, I don't have my schedule with me, but the next time he pitches, which is not this Wednesday, not this coming Monday, but next Monday, which is the 21st, which I think they're facing the Atlanta Braves in a doubleheader. Let them start game 2 of that doubleheader. Like I said, skip the start. Let him go. Let him rest for 10 days. See how he feels. Let him throw some bullpen sessions. If his arm is okay, it's fine. Because basically, what flexor tendonitis is, it's basically pitching elbow. That's it. He's fine. He's fine. But all these Met fans, saying that he's going to be out 12 months, all these so-called analysts, because they talk out of their anus, they think DeGrom's going to be out a long time. This thing is serious. DeGrom went on, last night on the post-game show on the Mets YouTube channel. He said he's fine. He's going to make his next start. I believe him. Because he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. That's all I got to say about that. 6-2, best ERA in the league at .56. Good Lord. He's driven in 9 runs. And he's only given up 4. Okay? And if this is serious and he's going to be out for 12 weeks or more, I don't care. Give him the goddamn MVP. Give him the goddamn Cy Young. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on from that. So, like I said, 4-1 Mets, probably in the top of the ninth. So it is what it is. That's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and Nick, and anybody else who's watching or not watching, doesn't matter. If you're gonna watch this later, or whenever you do watch it, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. It's time. It's time for your late and out-of-date Smackdown review for June the 11th, 2021, from the Thunderdome in Tampa, Florida, at the Youngling Center once again. All right, Smackdown on Fox. Last night, another Friday night of wrestling, Smackdown, AEW. Last night, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff from SmackDown. Pretty good stuff from AEW. I'll do my AEW review maybe later tonight or maybe tomorrow. But I meant to do this video like hours ago, but I ate my lunch and then just wasn't. After that, wasn't good. That's all I got to say about that. So I think AEW was the better of the two shows this week, but I'm not the one that has the ratings, but it is what it is. So that's that. So I'm gonna try to look up the ratings now. I don't think they're out yet. They'll probably be out tomorrow, maybe later. So as always, I get my news from ringsidenews.com, which is more credible than any other news wrestling website in the world. And right now, I don't see it, but I do see something very interesting. Very interesting. I'll get to SmackDown in a minute, but I want to bring this up because it's right on the Ringside News front page. WWE might take away Killer Kross's signature move with the main roster call-up. So he's definitely going to the main roster. Could be after tomorrow. I still think Adam Cole's going to win tomorrow, and I'll do my takeover predictions probably after this video. So stay tuned for another live video. So anyway, this is coming from Ringside News. Killer Kross is set to defend the NXT title against 4 other men at TakeOver In Your House 2. That match could see Kross drop the title without even being pinned. Perfect way to get that belt off of him prior to a main roster call-up. And how will that go? Well, I'll tell you. WWE sent scouts to Performance Center recently to check out some practice matches. The idea is that several main roster call-ups are on the way from NXT. Could be Adam Cole too. Could be EO. Who knows at this point? Ringside News also exclusively reported that Vincent Kennedy McMahon is looking for characters, like I mentioned yesterday, instead of wrestlers. Dave Meltzer discussed Killer Kross's eventual main roster call-up during the Wrestling Observer Radio podcast. He expressed concern that WWE might change up Kross's moveset once they take a look at him work. So I think that Saito suplex won't be used anymore. Maybe that straight jacket choke finisher probably won't be used. Maybe that that rolling thing, the back of the head thing that he hits, that form to the back of the head move that really basically finishes people off. Probably won't be using that. So he might be using a different finishing move. So that's basically it. Yeah, it's basically from what Meltzer said, that the thing with Kross that nobody talks about is basically the Saito suplexes, and he says, I got a feeling they'll tell him not to do it anymore because it hurts the neck, snap your neck in two. Basically, that's the only thing that he does that's basically impressive. Maybe they'll tell him, and I could see them just going, hey, kind of tone it down a little bit because you're going to break somebody's goddamn neck. So WWE likes to protect their superstars. Sorry. And then basically taking moves away. That's what happens. That's why they took the when Samoa Joe broke Tyson Kidd's neck, couldn't use the Muscle Buster anymore. He had to use the Koji clutch, what's it called? The Kojima clutch, or Koji clutch, whatever you want to call it. He had to use that as his finisher. So Kevin Steen, when he came to WWE, said nope, can't use the package power driver anymore because that's a high angle move and people could break their neck. I mean, any finishing move can hurt if it's done wrong or botched, if you will. Orton does the Gilmore cutter. He could slip and break somebody's goddamn face open or something like that, But he knows how to protect people. Steen knows how to protect people. I don't think he ever broke anybody's neck that I know in Ring of Honor or CC'd up the Kikina clutch. Thank you. I never heard Kevin Steen breaking anybody's neck with the package power driver in Ring of Honor or well, maybe Generico, but when he put him through the table that one time. But Steen knows how to protect people when he does the package power driver. So when he came to WWE, they said, nope, can't use that anymore. So Steen had he's the master of a million goddamn moves. He could have used the sharpshooter. He used the sharpshooter in Ring of Honor. Could use the F5, or as he called it, the F Steen. He could have used a whole bunch of moves, but he decided as a pop-up powerbomb, which he used with great success. He still uses it today as I guess now a secondary finisher to the stunner, which I wish we would not use anymore. I know he's trying to pay homage to Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he's used it before in Ring of Honor, but really, I think that pop-up powerbomb is more devastating a finishing move than the stunner, in my opinion. But I mean, it is what it is, and that's that. The Mets won 4-1. Yes, pad that fucking lead, baby. Pad it. I know the Yankees are losing, and I'm rooting for the Yankees this weekend. And what happens? The fucking Yankees are garbage. So, great job there, Yankee fans, you fucking piece of shit. Got a crappy pitcher on the mound today. Gives up 4 goddamn runs. It is what it is. So, look, who knows if the Phillies win today, the Mets are still 4 games ahead of the Phillies in the National League East. And got a lot of games coming up this next couple weeks. A lot of games. Got 4 with the Cubs, 4 with the Nationals, because one is a doubleheader next week. 4 with the Braves. Got a doubleheader on the 21st. They got a makeup game with the Nationals on the 28th. They got another doubleheader with the Phillies at the end of June. And then they got the Yankees coming around July 4th weekend. But I think the Mets will destroy the Yankees. I mean, they got the fucking pitching. Forget it. But I would love to see Garrett Cole against Jacob deGrom at Yankee Stadium. See who the best pitcher in the world is. Show deGrom will show those pieces of shit Yankee fans who the greatest pitcher in the world is. Not some douchebag that uses spider tack for his pitching because he knows he's a cheater. Because where did he come from? Oh, that's right, Houston. It is what it is. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, so Killer Kross he's going to go up to the main roster. When? I don't know. It could be tomorrow. It could be after tomorrow. It could be on. It could be on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown next week. But I do see him dropping that belt I think he's going to drop the belt tomorrow to Adam Cole. As much as I want Adam Cole to win. If he doesn't win, it's probably going to go to Kyle O'Reilly. I don't think Pete Dunne's going to win it. I just don't. But I think Adam Cole is going to win the belt for the third time. And probably finish his feud with Kyle. I think Kyle might beat him. Or maybe that Cole will have another long reign with a belt at this point. I don't know. But we'll have to see tomorrow night at TakeOver in Your House 2. But we will talk about that in a little bit. After this video, I'll go live on my TDC Reborn channel, do a quick little stream with my TakeOver predictions, and then probably take a little break. Maybe later I'll do my AEW review, but if not, I'll probably do my AEW review tomorrow, as well as hopefully my TakeOver review tomorrow night. But we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. And that's that. All right, let's get to Smackdown. And thank you for likes, you stupid motherfuckers. But yeah, it is what it is. Not gonna bring me down with your dislikes with all your 6 million fake accounts. So that's excuse me. That's all I guess. Pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, let's be fair. Smackdown, like I said, was pretty. Nothing great. Booyaka on the show called out Roman, Mr. Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns, to the ring because what happened last week where Roman beat the crap out of Dominik after the match, after that tag team title match part 2 against the Usos. So, this caused a disqualification. Then he beat the crap out of Ray and Dominik, mostly Dominik hitting that powerbomb and then beating him down after the show went off the air. Ray comes out and calls out Roman, blah, 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 blah. So, we will move on from there. All right, so we start the show off with the recap of what happened last week with Roman's beatdown on Dominik. And then we go to the back. We see Roman watching along. His name is Paul Heyman and his right-hand man, J.O. So Roman says that he saved him last week and that Jimmy and Jay owe him. And he says the one thing that I won't stand for is embarrassment. And he knows Jay understands that, but he asks him, well, does your brother understand that? Even though Roman can't, messed up last week and couldn't tell Jimmy and Jay apart. And then Roman's like, doesn't matter. I don't know that. I don't know if that was in the script or that, Roman take a pot shot or whatever it is. But anyway, so he asked him, if Jimmy understands that. And speaking of Jimmy, the music hits, and we see me going to the ring to cut a promo. Be a celebration at the same time. Tag team champions, but they got robbed from a fucking referee. It is what it is. But he's not going to make excuses. The referee botched the call and everything. We said it's okay since they got a rematch. Later in the night they did their thing. And then Roman got all caused a disqualification. And make it all back. feels Roman got the scarf on purpose. He tells Roman, "What's the point?" Beat up Ray and choked out Dominik. But I think I finally figured out that Roman is jealous of me being coming back. Roman's jealous that Jimmy wants his brother back, and that they want gold to represent the family just like him. With all the mind games Roman's playing, he's just basically tear Jay apart. But Jimmy says that he's his brother's keeper. Roman's not, and that he promises to do something he later on. So back Roman and Jay and Paul Heyman. Roman tells Jay that he's not his twin or a brother. No one will confuse Roman for Jimmy. Okay. Then he admonishes Jay to take care of this. And that was it. So Jay's like, okay. And then he's like, I'm going to go to my locker room. So he leaves, and that's pretty much it. So not bad to start the show. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that. All right, then we go. We have good buddy Kevin in a tag team, and they're gonna take on Apollo Crews with his Intercontinental Champion and his good buddy Commander Aziz, and our good buddy Sami Zayn, the man who steals orphans from Mexico with Generico. But before we get to that match, we're in the back. Jay's brother Jimmy demands. Jimmy wants to know if Jay thought they could have won the belts last week, and Jay's like, and then Jimmy's like, "Oh, did we? Did you think? Come on!" So, like, we can't keep doing this anymore. I need my. He says Roman, it's a screw family right now, and then Jay snaps out of his trance, starts yelling at his, being said, "You were gone a year. My lord, he's with the chief situation." Yes, you could. Jimmy, well, I'll be in our locker room if Roman wants to see me. So, get that. So, I like where this story is going, and that's all I got to say about that. Because at first I saw this, I was like, "Oh, the Usos gonna screw Roman." But if you followed the show last night, you know what happened. But I'll get to that in a minute. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get to match number 1. Big E and KO taking on Apollo Crews and Sami Zayn. Yeah, it was what it was. And like I say, basically continuing his thing with Sami Zayn. Beating him up. Then he hits Apollo, follows Sami out of the ring, tosses Sami into the barricade. Then he hits a clothesline and a senton splash on Apollo. In the ring, they go back out of the ring. Owens just beating the crap out of Sami Zayn again. But this time he gets caught by Apollo getting back in the ring. Sammy tags in, starts beating up Owens in the corner. Apollo comes back in. Textbook tag team wrestling 1-on-1, tags in. Apollo hits a suplex. Owens slated, but comes back, kick, gets the hot Big E. Big E comes in like a fire, and he beats both of them up, hitting a bunch of belly-to-belly suplexes, then a splash, but Apollo gets his knees up to block the splash. Apollo tries for the angle slam. Big E fights out of it, catches Apollo coming with an ST Joe, or that Uranagi, whatever you want to call it. Goes for the big ending and missed it. Apollo then hits an Inzaguri and a straight jacket suplex for a near fall. Goes to the apron. Big E tries for a spear, and Big E crashes and burns to the side as we go to break. We come back. Apollo and Sammy are beating down Big E in the corner for a while. He gets up, tosses Sammy off, but runs into a drop toe hold. And they continue to bump Big E, but Big E comes back after Apollo missed a frog splash. KO comes in to the crash. Sammy goes out in the ring. Owens with a cannonball off the apron and a senton splash. Get in the ring. Owens continues to beat down Sammy in the corner with another cannonball. Goes up top, hits a swanton bomb for a near fall. Puts Sammy on the top rope. Sammy fights Joe and tags in Apollo. Apollo comes in with a super kick, but he eats a pop-up powerbomb. Goes for the pin. Sammy saves the match with a drop kick. And then Sammy comes in, tries a half and half suplex. He tries to get it. Gets it on the second time. It's a net. It's the blue. Goes to the cover. Big E breaks it up. And then Apollo and Big E take each other at the ring. Sammy goes for the hell of a kick. And Owens the stunner. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens and Big E get the win. Pretty decent match. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Afterwards, Apollo gets the mic. Tells says, "Cut the fucking music," and he wants to know why Big E and Kevin are celebrating. Apollo says they only was burdened with that idiot Sami Zayn. He says he wants a rematch next week, but have Commander Aziz. As his partner. So Owens and Big E on the he's kind of good. Eventually, Sammy gets on the mic, calls, and kind of objects to it. Objects to calling it. It calls Apollo a liar and a fraud, trying to keep him down and away from the Intercontinental title. And then Commander Aziz, just stands there, looks at Sammy, hits the Nigerian nail to shut Sammy up. And Sammy basically doing the greatest sell job in the world, even though he didn't hit him in the neck, because if you watch the replay, he hit him in the head. But Sammy sold it like he got hit in the neck. So he's choking and everything, and Apollo then mocks Sammy. He's like, "Oh, look who got hit," if you will. and that's it. So I give the Aftermath 2.25. All right, 7-11. Hey, play that number in your lotto. Anyway, after that, we see Rey Mysterio arguing with Adam Pearce about something, probably, All right, after that, we get a recap of, remind you that the WWE's going on tour, a bunch of stuff. So that leads us to the back where the Prophet basically apologizes for what Otis did last week. He says, I didn't want an apology. about that. I don't know. Sorry about that. Yep, I muted the computer muted me, but it is what it is. I didn't mute myself, but it is what it is. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, what the hell is going on with Michael Cole and Bayley? I mean, like I said, Michael Cole called Bayley annoying, and Bayley comes in. We see pictures of Bayley all around, by the door and everything, and she's like, "Oh, this picture's for you, Michael Cole." Probably was a picture of Michael Cole and her. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah. Anyway, so she introduced Seth Rollins. Rollins comes out, pinkish purple and white through the door. So Bayley Rollins a big chair. She sits on a stool. You want to talk about cringe? This was crap. This whole freaking segment was crap. Until thankfully, Cesaro and then Bianca saved this fucking shit. But this was pure, pure and simple shit. I was like, what you did with the set is great. Thank you for having me on the show for a real interview. It's kind of a diss to Kayla Braxton last week, but it is what it is. He said, a big fan of Bayley's, approves of her putting Bianca in her place time and time again. And yes, no doubt that Bayley's going to sell. But then it gets a little bit serious for a moment. And then we get the replay of Bayley and laughing, with the monitors and everything, and on the Tron, shit like that. And then they start laughing at it. He's like, "Oh, it was a knee slapper." I was like, "Shut up." And then it says like, feels good to laugh. And then you thought it was funny. Check this out. And then we see a replay of Rollins attacking Cesaro from a couple of weeks ago. And then they come back to them. They start like, "Oh man, that was really bad." And then they start laughing again. And then the doorbell rings. And then they're like, "Did you invite anybody?" "No, I didn't invite anybody." "Did you invite anybody?" "No." So Rollins says, "I'll get it." Opens the door. Cesaro's behind the door. Starts beating the crap out of Rollins. Rips his pants off. So Rollins got some nice, it doesn't have any whiteys. He got some blackies, or whatever you want to call it. Nothing racial about that, but it is what it is. So Cesaro tosses Seth through the door, rhymes, to breaks. Takes off his suit, throws him into the door again. Then he tosses Rollins out of the ring. Rollins leaves. Cesaro starts tossing pieces of the set at him. And after that, he, was like, "Oh my God, what did you do to my set?" So Cesaro's like, I'm sorry. And then we hear the music go, "Bianca Belair, she's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's not really her hair. She's Bianca Belair." So Bianca comes in, she has the mic, and all she does is laugh. So a little bit of little taste of medicine for Bayley. So Bayley laughed last week, and Bianca's like, "Oh, I can do the same thing too." So I was like, yeah, segment sucked. And that's why I give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. It was garbage. Bianca and Bayley at Hell in a Cell is gonna suck. And that's all I guess. That's all I gotta say about that fucking horrible. And that's that. All right. After that, Mitchell Packney, who really needs to get his ass kicked for what he said about Adam Cole. He said Adam down, so you get a super kick from Pat. Careful what you wish for, Pat, because these people, people from NXT come up, and Vince wants to bring them up and make them characters. Adam Cole go to SmackDown and kick your ass like he did in NXT. So shut up. Just stay on commentary and just shut the fuck up, okay? Don't even mention Cole again, okay? Because you know what's gonna happen. Shut your mouth. Do your commentary, which is great, okay? That's it. Shut the fuck up about Adam Cole. Baby. That's it. All right, so we go to a replay of what happened last week with him once again beating the crap out of the Mysterio. That leads us to the back. We have Megan Moran talking with Rey Mysterio. Rey says Dominik is hurt. Roman hurt his son. You hurt my son. But Rey doesn't care who you are, how big you are after his son after you. And he vowed on the day Dominik was born to protect him. And last week he failed him. Those injuries were in an accident. They were done by a man who claims to be about family, a man who won't hesitate to destroy his own family. Roman can do whatever he wants to his own family, but now he's messing with him. And Rey says by the end of the night, he's going to call out Roman and he's going to show him what a family is supposed to look like. So, pretty good promo from Rey. Gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens at the end of the show. And Roman's going to be pissed. That's what I say about that. All right, after that, we get the match number 3, Montez Ford and Chad Gable, one-on-one. I think it was a pretty good match. First beginnings of the match, the start of the match, first moments of the match were great. They tie up, Ford with an arm drag, Gable go behind, picks the ankle, moves to a front headlock. So we get some mat wrestling, which is great. They trade go behinds, trade some arm ringers. Gable then gets a spinning drop toe hold. And then we see Dawkins in the back watching. Gable starts working over the arm. Montez Ford comes back, gets a headlock. Gable escapes, takes him down. They go back to trading arm drags. But Ford wins the exchange. So, anything you can do, I can do better. In the early moments of the match. Gable starts laying in some strikes. Ford out of the corner gets an arm drag. Go off the ropes. Ford with a 1920 roll up for a near fall. Into the ropes. Gable catches Montez Ford, in midair with the ankle lock. That was awesome. I was like, what the hell was that? Gold grapevines the leg. Ford's able to bridge into a pin somehow and force a break. They go to the apron. Ford is able to dive the apron. Gable as we go to break. Back. Gable lands a Ford gets on the apron, lands a shoulder to the body, tries a sunset flip. Gable counters into a Northern Lights suplex, which is awesome for a near fall. Great counter. Goes for a back flip. Goes off the ropes, jumping back elbow. Both men are down. And we see Angel do, fam, come on. And then out of nowhere, Otis, who shaved that mighty beard of his. I don't know why, but it is what it is. I got to shave my beard because, my beard is fucking epic. Ain't that right, ladies? But I digress. Otis comes in, beats the living crap out of Dawkins, throws him into a bunch of equipment boxes. And Dawkins is down holding his shoulder. And or punches. Montez Ford gets the better of it. They go to spine buster, then a standing moonsault for a near fall. Goes to the apron, climbs up top, hits from the heavens, and looks like he was about to win. But then Otis, I guess, botched because he came in late, and he was supposed to, I think, break it up, and he was supposed to break. It ended in disqualification anyway, but Otis fucked up. That's probably why he's about to get released soon. It is what it is. So yeah, Otis comes in late, causes disqualification, gets out anyway, and Montez Ford wins. Match it was pretty good until the end, so I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Afterwards, Otis beats the crap out of Montez Ford, tosses him into the barricade and then the ring steps. Then he throws him back in the ring, hits the world's strongest slam. Mark Henry goes up top, hits a splash, and then we see Angelo Dawkins come down. He's hurt, he's limping to the ring, and Otis throws him out of the ring like yesterday's garbage. Then he picks up Montez Ford, Vader bomb. It doesn't pick him up, I say. He hits a Vader bomb to Montez Ford, and then Dawkins comes back in. He has to protect, his partner from any as referees, and a couple of agents come out, like Sean Devari, who came back to the company. He came out and had to stop Otis from doing more damage. So the Alpha Academy once again beat the crap out of the Street Profits, and we'll see what happens this coming Friday night on Smackdown, and that's that. So, like I said, match was great. Stupid ending, botched ending, but still pretty decent match between Ford and Gable. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. All right, after that we go to match number 4, and once again we get Baron Snorbing Corbin against the so-called king of he is the king of strong style, Shinsuke. Boo! Sign playing him out. Why keep doing this? This is the 4th match they've had. 4 weeks in a row we've seen this crap. And this match sucked. This one was garbage. This was like a filler match. Boogs is playing the guitar, during the match, which kind of threw me off. But inspired Nakamura to beat the crap out of Corbin early on. Corbin eats a kick. Nakamura goes to the second rope, lands iron knee for a nail. He tries to go for Cheating Sasha, but deep 6 by Corbin for a near fall. He sends Nakamura to post, hits a German suplex, and then Nakamura gets up, tries for a kick. He somehow catches Corbin with a victory roll circa 1921. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura picks up another win. I believe this is his 3rd win in the last 4 matches because he lost last week. So gets the win back from last week. So he picks up the victory. Match he gave 1.5 out of 5 stars. It was a waste of time. And then afterwards, Corbin gets picked down, goes to the crowd on the announce table. But then Rick Boogs distracted him, and then Nakamura goes off Corbin's head, and then Rick Boogs tosses Corbin over the announce table. Sending him Michael Cole, and then while that happens, like Rick Boogs goes to Pat McAfee's like, and like Rick Boogs like, and then McAfee stops like, oh, I thought we were gonna do something. I was like, the fuck did that come from? It's like somebody messed up. So Nakamura takes the crown, puts it back on his head, and then he leaves with Rick Boogs once again as his And that's all I gotta say about that. But wait, it gets worse, and I'll tell you that in just a second. But yeah, match sucked. 1.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. I don't know why we're getting a series of matches with this. And like I mentioned, why can't they just fight for the goddamn crown? But I think WWE listened to me as well. Before we get to that segment with Anthony Bill back, Roman's in the room and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go shit." Heads out with Jay and Paul to go to the Usos locker room. So see what happens with that. Gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get to the segment where they finally listen and finally like, oh, we have to listen to Peter Gilmore and his idea was great. Yeah, thank you. 4 weeks too late, idiots. Anyway, go to Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville in their locker in the office. They're talking amongst themselves. Coleman comes storming in, and they were talking. Pearce and Sonya were talking about someone being hurt. I don't know who it was. Montez Ford. I don't know. So Coleman storms in and he demands that they make Shinsuke Nakamura return the crown to him. So they're like, maybe, but and then someone's like, I got an idea. You know, why not instead of, they say, well, Shinsuke looks great with a crown, but we understand your concern, sir, and we're gonna have, we'll give you what you want next week on the show. We're gonna have a match. The match, boring as fuck feud between these two guys. So, match number 5 of this series, I guess you can call it a series if you will, even though Shinsuke's won 3 out of 5, so basically he's won the series, if you think, well. But anyway, the 5th match next week is a battle for the crown match. So the winner get the crown. They finally did this. They finally listened to me. They're gonna do this match. Hopefully Shinsuke wins, but knowing WWE logic, they'll give it back to Corbin, and Corbin will continue the king of the ring. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So yeah, so next week, battle for the crown. Hopefully the final match between these two guys, and hopefully Shinsuke wins. Because if not, you can kiss Shinsuke Nakamura goodbye. I'm sorry. That's it. Nakamura loses to snoring, boring Corbin, who should get released too, because he's garbage. Just give Shinsuke the crown. Let him be the legit king of strong style. And maybe, just maybe, why don't you just push him for the Intercontinental title? Or maybe the match that we should have had months ago, Shinsuke Nakamura and Roman Reigns. Even though we know Roman's got to kick his ass, but still. Give me what I want, WWE. You did it once. Can you do it again, please? Make Shinsuke Nakamura win the crown next week. And then just release Baron Corbin, because we don't give two shits about him. And then, please, for the love of Satan, give Nakamura a world title shot. A universal title. Or but probably not. So, yeah. Fuck you, Vince. Fuck you, WWE. If you don't listen to me. Fuck you. That's all I say about that. That's all I gotta say. Alright. We move on. Alright. After that, we go to the Usos locker room. Jimmy's pacing around. as Roman and Jay walk in. Roman calls the area quaint. Then he's like, Paul. So Paul leaves. Roman shows him the belt. Jimmy's like, I don't care if you have the belt. I don't care. I don't care. You have the belt. I don't care. He says, what I do care about is what's in here, Oos. What's in here, Oos? You know. So Jimmy says Roman's been doing this since they were kids. Roman's has been abusing Jay the whole year. Basically couldn't do anything with his knee injury. Jimmy says one day Roman will be in the Hall of Fame, but as a spoiled little bitch, but not as Roman Reigns. So Roman looks at Jay. See what he's doing? He's putting you in the middle of things. So they go back and forth and yelling at each other, and Jay's like, shut up! So it's like, I'm tired of this. I'm leaving. I can't do this anymore. And Jimmy asks, it's like, now what? Now look what you did, you idiot. So basically, it's like, look what you did. Now what we're gonna do? So you know what? Me and you right now. So he wants to fight Roman. I was like, ooh, Jimmy and Roman at Hell in a Cell. In a Hell in a Cell. It works. Good. Like I said, I remember when I said that it should be Roman against Jimmy in Hell in a Cell in an I Quit match, like Roman and Jay had back in October of last year. What happened? Like Jimmy had to basically save Jay, and actually Jay had Jay quit because he had to save Jimmy. So I was like I said, why don't you get a repeat of what happened then? You have Roman choke out Jimmy, and then Jay says, I quit. So let's hope that, but did we get it? Nope. I'll get to that in a minute. One was like, why fight you? He's like, why would I fight you? We're not little kids anymore. This is a family business. This is our livelihood. This is how this is how we represent the family. Why would you do this to Jay? You're twins. But like, and he's like, well, who came out first? And he says, Jimmy, you're the older one because you're first. You should be looking out for your brother Jay. And and Roman's like, I should be able to rely on Jimmy to help, not have you to rein him in, bring him in, everything. He's like, this is all I ever known, Oos. To be the best. Put food on the table and everything like that. How could you treat your brother like that? Since day one? He says Jay busted his ass to elevate himself for a whole year, and Jimmy just let him go. So Roman tells Jimmy, he implores Jimmy to make this right. And Jimmy's like, okay. And then Roman takes the title. This was great. Oh my gosh. Roman is just a master at work right now. I say DeGrom. No, I'm not going off topic, but Jacob is a master of what he does. He is the GOAT. He is the greatest pitcher in the world right now. And you go to wrestling. Roman basically carrying WWE on his back right now. And next to Kenny, he's the best heel in wrestling right now. This storyline with him and the Usos is great. Ever since Hell, it's just been great. Almost 1 year. that Roman's held the belt, and this storyline with him and the Usos is just great. It's like every time I want what's next with Roman and the Usos. I don't care about what we defends the belt against. I care less. Roman Reigns is, it's a toss-up between who's the best heel right now. I think it's a tie, to be honest with you, but this storyline is just great. This promo is great. So I gave this segment 4 out of 5 stars. Probably the best thing. At the time, it was the best thing, but this next segment, oh boy. The ending to this next segment was just, holy shit, great. So we'll see what happens with that. With the what happens with Jimmy and Jay next week, and with Roman. But we'll see what happens. So like I said, 4 out of 5 stars for that, and we move on. All right, then we go to the final segment of the night. We have Rey Mysterio, booyaka booyaka. Goes to the ring. He's pissed. So he's like, Roman Reigns, get your ass out here right now. Calls him out. Says Roman disrespected his family, and now he's like, I'm out here waiting for you. Roman doesn't come out. Roman doesn't come out. So he's like, get out here, Roman. Get out here now. So instead of Roman, Paul Heyman comes out. And then Roman eventually comes out. Sweet ass time getting to the ring. Took him about 35 minutes. I'm exaggerating, but he takes his time getting there. So Ray's like, tells Roman, this is what you want to hear. And then Ray says, Roman, I acknowledge you. And then Roman's like, really? But joking, Ray acknowledges that Roman is a rat bastard, or bastard, as my calls. Acknowledges him as a rat bastard. Again, this time, who put his hands on his son. Acknowledges Roman as a man he's willing to fight, even if he loses. And he acknowledges Roman as a man he wants to fight inside hell in a cell. So basically, he challenges Roman for the Universal title inside Hell in a Cell at Hell in a Cell. So Roman's, you really want to have a match with me inside Hell in a Cell? You fucking nuts, dude. So he just looks at him. Ray just throws the mic at him. So Heyman, had a mic of his own, gives it to Roman. So Roman and it's thrown into the ring. Gee, I wonder by who? Wasn't the cameraman? And I wrote on Twitter, where did that fucking candlestick come from? Then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I think I know who gave it to him. So anyway, Ray gets the candlestick, the crap out of Roman with it. But Roman gets a shot, headbutts Ray down. Ray fights out of it with more shots. And then Ray gets back in. It's a Superman punch. And goes in the corner and looks for the spear. But out of nowhere, Dominik comes out of nowhere. The candlestick zone. He's still beating up Roman with some candlestick shots. But Roman fights out of that. He picks up Dominik and basically launches him over the top rope at a cameraman. The cameraman was like, he was about to throw him, and we cut to him getting thrown out of the ring, obviously onto a crash pad. But then we cut back, and Dominik's like, "Oh, my back!" Basically, and Pat McAfee's like, "Oh my God, he threw Dominik out of the ring." So after that, we see Dominik like screaming in pain. Ray comes back with another candlestick. Looks at Dominik. and then Roman kicks Ray in the head, knocks him out, stands still in the ring. Officials come down to basically calm Roman down from doing more damage, and that's it. The show ends after that. So, good Lord, Dominik Mysterio just died. Not literally died, but he got launched out of the ring. And obviously WWE protecting their superstars. Obviously, didn't show Dominik landing, on concrete or the floor. He landed on the crash pad. They just had to cut away from it to make the illusion that he died. But it's like the same thing. Remember when Big Show choke slam Kurt Angle off the top of that what was it? That thing where Big Show I think he kidnapped Tori Wilson, and then Kurt Angle goes to try to save her. He goes on that little platform, and then Big Show just choke slams him off the platform. We don't see him he just choke slams him, and then we see Tori Wilson screaming, and then they cut to Kurt Angle and has his head busted wide open to make the illusion that he fell and cracked his skull back in the Ruthless Aggression era. So it was all an illusion, magic. Like the same thing with Jericho getting thrown off the top of the Blood and Guts cage, landed onto a crash pad. But they made the illusion that he broke his back, broke his messed up his arm, which he did. Not from, I don't think it was from the crash pad, but I think it was during the match or something like that. It is what it is. So that ends that. So Roman beats the living crap out of the Mysterios again, and now we're gonna get a 1 week build to this, this match inside Hell in a Cell for the Universal title, and this is just a roadblock for Roman. I mean, he's gonna definitely win. There's a definite he's gonna win, but they're just gonna make Ray make it like Ray's got a good chance inside Hell in a Cell. But Roman's gonna whip his ass. He's gonna kill him. Roman's gonna retain. I don't know if he's gonna have a match at Money in the Bank, but looks like Cesaro is gonna win the Money in the Bank match next month, and then he's gonna cash in on Roman at SummerSlam, and probably win the title. But I don't know, because as of right now, they're saying Roman Reigns versus John Cena at SummerSlam, which I don't want. I'd rather have either Roman versus Cesaro 2, or Roman versus Edge. But I still think, somehow, some way, Cesaro is going to, like I said, win the Money in the Bank and cash in on either going to be Roman, probably going to be Roman, at maybe SummerSlam or maybe at the September pay-per-view. But Cesaro, I think, is going to win the Universal title by the end of the year. So I don't think Roman's going to hold it for the rest of this year. I just don't. He's not losing to Cena at SummerSlam. There's no way. No effing way. I don't want Cena even sniffing the Universal title and winning title number 17 so he breaks Ric Flair's record. Don't want it. I don't want the match. I don't want Cena even to be there. I don't want the match, period. Because Cena's garbage. And his fans are garbage too. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so I gave that final segment 4 out of 5 stars as well. Just freaking sick what happened with Dominik. Oh, God, he's dead. But they'll play like a broken back or something like that. It is what it is. So, all in all, SmackDown, not bad. Not bad this week, so I gave it a pretty solid 7 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channels. Hit me up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the videos all over the goddamn internet. And don't forget to tap that bell turn on all my notifications so you never, ever, oh boy, ever miss an upload. And it's because if you do, well, fuck you. That's it. That's it. All right, I'm gonna end this video with Nick. This is before. I'm sorry. This is before. I didn't come in on time. I apologize once again for coming in late. That's what she said. Coming in late. Yes, it is showtime. Celebrity Deathmatch Mills Lane. Let's get it on. But like I said, he's Mills Insane in my world. Mills Insane, the greatest E-Fed wrestling, the greatest E-Fed wrestling referee of all time. That's what I say about that. WWE protecting their superstars. That's a laugh. Yeah. Yeah, that is that's the funniest shit I heard. They're not gonna protect anybody. They're gonna just let them get hurt. But they want to they want to take moves away that these people know how to protect their the people that they wrestle with. They know how to they do a finisher. They know how to protect the other wrestler, and the wrestler knows how to make sure he doesn't fucking botch it. But things happen. What are you gonna do? You think Samoa Joe wanted a freaking injured Tyson Kidd? No. I mean, you think who was it? Was it Brock Lesnar that broke was it? No, was it? I forget who it was. It was I think it was Albert that broke Bob Holly's neck. I forget who it was. He faced. I think it was Albert. Broke Droz's neck. That's why Droz is, can't feel a goddamn thing from here down. Remember Tough Enough? With Triple H in the ring? It says, Darren Droz, a good friend of mine, can't feel a thing from here down. You piss on him. Remember Tough Enough 1? You guys remember Tough Enough 1. Nidia, Josh Matthews, among a Maven who basically won it for the men, Nidia won it for the women. And then that episode was legendary. Next to the one where Bob Holly beat the shit out of some guy. I think it was what was his name? Chris not Chris Masters. The guy that was from Harvard. I forgot what his last name is. He got a concussion. Remember, he got so many concussions that he retired. Chris damn it. I can't think of his last name. Chris Hemsworth or whatever I forget what his last name was. Nick probably knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah. That was that for Tough Enough 1. Tough Enough 1 and I think a couple of ones after that. But Tough Enough sucked, by the way, especially, remember the Tough Enough where with Stone Cold and Trish Stratus, I forgot who the other judge was. They were judges, and Stone Cold asked, remember Ariel from the Funkadactyls? He's like, what's your favorite match of all time? And then Ariel's like, Melina and Alicia Fox. And Stone Cold's like, was remember her as Cameron. I think they kicked her off that episode. Actually, I don't even remember. I don't remember that one, but still. If I was Trish, if she was talking to Trish Stratus would have knocked her the fuck out. But Stone Cold was there. Stone Cold's a gentleman, if you will. He just did an epic facepalm of doom to Cameron. And where did Cameron's career go? And that's it. Anyway, that's that. But, things happen in wrestling. You can't control it. Injuries happen. Sometimes, botches happen. I don't think Joe meant to hurt Tyson Kidd. I don't think Draws meant to get paralyzed by D'Lo. I mean, it was D'Lo Brown. I think it was D'Lo Brown. I don't think D'Lo Brown meant to hurt Draws and put him in a wheelchair for the rest of his goddamn life. I don't even think Albert meant to hurt Bob Holly. It is what it is, but things happen. So yeah, so taking moves out of wrestlers' moveset, I think is stupid because, like I said, these wrestlers know how to protect people, but just things happen. That's why I don't think we've ever. I don't even know if we've seen it anymore, but not in especially in WWE, and I don't know about NXT, but we rarely see a pile driver anymore. I mean, in AEW, we see a lot of pile drivers. Ring of Honor, a lot of pile drivers. Impact. I think also in Japan, pile driver is still there, but the WWE banned it for some odd reason. The Undertaker uses the Tombstone pile driver, but he knows how to protect people. Unlike Owen Hart, who botched it, and that's how it basically ended Stone Cold's career. Not Owen Hart's fault. He just shouldn't have done it. But it is what it is. But in a way, companies should protect their superstars, but really the wrestlers themselves should protect themselves from doing these dangerous moves. Gotta be careful out there. And that's what I say about that. All right, let's finish this up. Coquina Clutch that Joe uses. That's why he doesn't use the Muscle Buster anymore. He uses the Coquina Clutch now, which is used effectively. Ding Dong Hello was cringe. Cringe Carnival. Yeah, it was crap. Utter crap. Nick says the segment was the drizzling shits. It was explosive diarrhea, in my opinion. That's that. Glad Cesaro beat the crap out of Rollins. Yeah, that's what basically saved the segment from basically getting a good fat dud. Big fat zero. Or zero, for you Spanish people at home. Bianca Belair's hair reminds me of a long dog shit. I don't want to know. Her hair reminds me of a big whip. That's what it is. Because it's a long extension that's basically a whip. It's not her real hair. I don't think that's her real hair. I think it's just a whip they just attached to her head, and she uses it once in a while. They want to ban that now. I heard. Another thing they want to ban. What else is new? Nakamura loses. Nakamura loses Corbin. Loses to Corbin, then he's going to catering. No, he's going. If Nakamura loses, you can just kiss him goodbye, because they're going to release him. What's really next for Shinsuke? Win or lose? And on the other side of the coin, what does Corbin get out of this? Not a goddamn thing. Corbin's not going to get a title shot anytime soon. He's a heel. You're not going to have Corbin versus fucking Roman Reigns. That match will suck. You're not going to get Roman Reigns versus Apollo Crews. That's, you can't get heel versus heel. So unless they turn Corbin face, which is probably the worst idea in history, not happening. So either way, both men are probably going to stay where they are, mid-card hell. Or go to catering, like Nick said. Or in Shinsuke's case, both of them should get released. But that's that. Same thing with like Asuka. Well, Asuka's not really in catering per se. I mean, she had the tag match with Nikki Cross, and I mean, Nikki got the win and everything, but I mean, Asuka was just there just to be hot, I mean, on the show. I don't know what they're gonna do now with Asuka. They might put her in catering now because they got nothing for her. I mean, what are they gonna do? Because basically now it's Rhea Ripley and Charlotte going after the belt. Asuka's, might get a title shot here and there down the line, maybe, but I think they're gonna. I think when the draft comes, she's going to SmackDown. She should go to SmackDown. Let her face off against Bianca. I think that'd be an awesome match. Bianca Belair and Asuka. That'd be great. Sasha and Asuka, once again, great. Sasha and Bayley, even though that'd be a mismatch, but still, great match. Because SmackDown has basically 7 people. So you're gonna have to take some people from Raw, put them on SmackDown. So Asuka's definitely going to SmackDown. Another person to go to SmackDown should be Shayna Baszler, but Shayna should get released because she's just getting the golden shovel. And that's all I got to say about that. If she doesn't go to SmackDown, then just release her. Or maybe send her back to NXT. Like what they're thinking of doing with Joe. But I think my neighbor's outside, but it is what it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, Asuka's probably Asuka might be in catering for the moment, but hopefully in a couple of months she'll be on SmackDown, going for the women's title, and maybe winning the SmackDown women's title for the second time, I believe. But yeah, so Asuka will not be forgotten. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now. Asuka will not be forgotten. I hope. And that's that. She won't become Naomi, who's basically forgotten now. Now that Lana's gone, Naomi is bye-bye. Naomi's baking cookies, I guess. With Titus. Titus got his steak or whatever he makes. Hey, that rhymed. And Naomi, besides blowing Jimmy in the back, she's baking cookies for everybody who's in catering. Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke. Basically everybody else on that Raw roster. Not everybody, but basically everybody that's in catering, like Humberto Carrillo and Ricochet. And everybody not used on the damn show. The Viking Raiders come in sometimes they have their turkey legs, in catering and everything. But Naomi's baking cookies. Titus is baking potatoes. Get the pun there. Yeah. Must be fun in catering. Must be real fun. Just sit there and do nothing. Just eat cookies and baked potatoes every goddamn week because you're not getting put on Raw or SmackDown or Main Event or even 205 Live. Like the same thing in NXT. I mean, they got all these people that are in the developmental system. They go to the damn performance center and train every goddamn day. None or a select few get used to maybe be like a security guard or something like that. Or just be jobbers to like Mercedes Martinez or Taya Valkyrie or somebody. They brought in Zeta Ramir, who was in the developmental system. She came out of Booker T's wrestling school. He's not going to be on all the time. Zoe Stark, I think, came from the developmental. I don't know where she came actually, but She's not on all the time. I thought she was gonna finish her feud with Toni Storm. We haven't seen Toni Storm in a while. What happened to her? Did they forget about that feud? I don't know. Yeah, but most of these, I mean, this past week we saw Mercedes Martinez against somebody we don't even know who it was. It was just a female, obviously from the Performance Center, and she loses in like 15 seconds. They just use these developmental people that are working so hard in the Performance Center, working with Matt Bloom, Albert, and working with Hugh Morris or Humorous, whatever you want to call him, and Sarah D'Amato, who works with the women. And I think what's his name? I can't think of his name now. God damn it. Steve O. Carino. No, he's there as a coach, I believe. So they're all working with these young whippersnappers. The development, they're training them every goddamn day to maybe get put on TV in a meaningless jobber match, or they, one of them breaks out and they actually like, okay, they go to Hunter, they show him a tape or something, or Hunter and Sean go to watch a practice match or something like that, and they like him or her. Like, yeah, let's put them on TV. Let's see what they can do. They put them on for maybe a week. They have a great match. Well, let's put them on next week. Let's go. Let's see. Let's experiment here. Who knows? They'd be the next star of NXT. But I think with the Diamond Mine thing coming out, which is NXT Evolve, most of those people from the Performance Center might be on the show. So who knows? That's why I think most of those people are going to go, is that developmental Evolve show. Because most of the people came from Evolve, like Christian Casanova or Carmelo Hayes, and Gargano came from Evolve. Ciampa came from Evolve. Thatcher came from Evolve, among other people. Walter came from Evolve. They could put a guy like Anthony Green or Austin Gray. There. They could put that Japanese guy that was on NXT this week. What was his name? Jiro? The guy just wearing the jacket the whole match? Looked like freaking Hiromu Takahashi. Big ups to him. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. That all those people that are training at the Performance Center, maybe some of them will probably be either enhancement talents used on Evolve as probably jobbers or extras or something like that. But most of them will probably just be there just training their asses off, not making any money. Just training to one day become a NXT superstar. Like I said, I don't know if they do get money, because I don't know if the people that are training there have a contract, or they're getting a developmental deal or anything like that. If not, that's kind of sucks. You're just going to Performance Center every day, working I don't know how many hours they train down there, but you're down there maybe 6-7 hours every day or every couple of days. You're not getting paid. You're not getting put on TV while you're down there. Because I want to be a superstar. Well, Vince now wants to make them characters. At least if you want to become a wrestler, you go to a wrestling school like House of Glory has a great wrestling school in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, by the way. WOW has a school in basically where they run their shows now at Fun Station USA in Staten Island. The people that train there, most of them are veterans there, and some of them are have been there for a while, but they have guys and girls that are now training there, and most of them get put on the show, or put on the main show, or and they have a pre-show match. Maybe they'll put them on a pre-show match or two. But they're still training. So most of them are like green, but it is what it is. That's what it takes to become a wrestler. You have to go. You have to You have to eat shit before you get to the main show. You have to walk. Go up that big ass ladder. You have to go from the indies. Making $10 a goddamn match just to eat. Well, if you have a car, just for maybe gas money, you're making 10, 20, maybe at most $50 a show. And sometimes you have to work in multiple promotions just to make ends meet. Which, you may not have this may be your only job. Besides, most of the wrestlers that I see in WOW and other federations, they have side jobs. So they have other jobs, to make ends meet. Just doing this wrestling as a side thing. Most of them. Yeah, but like I said, most of these up and comers now, if they don't, if they're just there, they pay all this money to go to wrestling school, and then you'll get lucky, you get put on a show, you're wrestling in front of maybe 10 people and making $10 a show, or $10, 10 to 20, maybe 50, at most $50 a show, just for gas money and maybe food. And most of them probably sleeping in their cars because they probably, like I said, they probably get like $20, $50 a show. They have to go to like a motel or a hotel and just to stay the night, because the next day they might be going to like Virginia or something like that. They're in New Jersey 1 minute, and then New Jersey the next show. The life of an indie wrestler, It's the same thing. If you want to become a ring announcer or something like that, or play-by-play guy for an indie show, you go there, you do your thing, you get whatever the promoter gives you, go on. That's what I wanted to do. That's how I wanted to get into the wrestling business. I wanted to become a ring announcer or do play-by-play, because I was doing that in college with baseball and mostly I did a little baseball. I did a little with the Cyclones for Brooklyn College from 2004 to 2007, and I liked it. And then I did Brooklyn College basketball for the time I was in there. And I liked it. It was fun. But my passion was wrestling, and I wanted to do wrestling play-by-play. I wanted to be the next Gorilla Monsoon, or the next Bobby the Brain Heenan, or the next Jim Ross. Or, when I was, doing in college, ECW was around. I wanted to be the next Joey Styles. Oh my God, And then I, when I was going to Ring of Honor, I befriended Prince Nana of the Embassy. And sorry, it's getting a little hot in here. So I'm fucking sexy. I befriended Prince Nana. I told him if he knows a guy, in Ring of Honor, maybe talk to Kerry. Maybe I'll freaking set up the ring if you want. And then he's like, well, I got a guy named Joel Maximo. We all know Joel Maximo from the Maximo Brothers, the SAT. Back in the day. Hooked me up with Joel Maximo. Joel told me to come down to FSW at the time, when it was FSW, when they were in I forgot the area. I think it was like Bensonhurst or whatever it was, somewhere basically said, come down to where where they used to run their shows. Have a chat. So I went down there with Rosa, and I met Joel, and basically, I just met him just to say hello and just like, what do you want to do? I said, I want to, maybe do play by play or do something. I know you guys got, and I said, Joey, I know you guys got, and you got guys that are doing it, but I'll set up the ring for you. I'll do whatever you want. So then, Joel says, all right, come, I'll let you know, I'll let you know, blah, blah, blah. And then we were supposed to set up a meeting, another meeting. I was supposed to, he said, come after work, come to the place, and we'll set you up. We'll give you a tryout for the play-by-play. That didn't happen because then we're about to set it up. Let's put it this way: we're about to set it up, and then Joel sends me a text. He's like, "Do you have $500?" I'm like, $500 for what? And then he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." So I'm like, I was thinking, why would I give him $500? I thought it was chipping me or something like that. So why would Joel Maximo, a great guy, why would you ask me for $500 that I don't have? I think he wanted to break me in or something like that. Make me like a ring announcer and get beat up or something like that. Although I know all you fucking fags on the freaking internet, on fucking YouTube, would love that. I'm not a wrestler. I'm an E-Fed wrestler. I'm not a real wrestler. I know some of the moves. I could do some of the moves, but I'd rather be either a ring announcer or a play-by-play guy, or set up the ring. That's not that hard. Setting up the ring is not that hard. Setting up and taking down the ring, that's not hard. Doesn't take an idiot to do that. My boy Mikey Mittens did it. Look where he is now. He's doing GCW shows. He's going to every goddamn indie show in the world. He's in West Virginia right now at a deathmatch tournament show in West Virginia. But he's in GCW. He's 22 years old. He's been going to wrestling shows since he was like 13 years old. He was in a match with Danny DeMonto. Got hit in the head with a jug of water. Took it flush too in the head. Because he's hardcore. God damn it. I take it. It would hurt. It would hurt like hell. I'll probably have a headache for like a week. But I'm hardcore. I take it. He's like, do it again. Kick me in the jimmy. Yes. I would take it and like it. It's like, please, sir, give me some more. But okay, so that was Rosa calling me, and she's staying over her friend's house, which I knew was going to happen tonight. So I got the house to myself, motherfuckers. Party at my house, yeah. Gonna watch some Asian porn in a little bit, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I had my foot in the door for to be in indie wrestling. I had it in the door. Just haven't really done anything with that since, really. I mean, I would love to help out Joey B and WOW, but they run out of Staten Island, and I can't get this. I don't want to. I really don't want to go to Staten Island all the time. And I know it's like maybe, but I'll just go just to do the shows. Maybe if I did play-by-play or color or whatever, or maybe I can't do ring announcing because my good buddy Shane Fair, next to my other good buddy I forgot his name, but I can't think of his name, but I think his name is Robert, not Robert. I think his name is Robert or Richie. I forgot his name. Well, he's another announcer that's been well known. He did FSW, FBW, many indie feds around the Northeast, some MMA as well. Shane Fair has done a lot of indie feds in the New York, New Jersey area. So I can't replace them. That ain't happening. I can't replace them. It would be a slap in the face. But I would do maybe BWF. I'm not going to the Bronx to just call a match and then come home. I'm not coming home at night, especially from the Bronx. No way. No way. I mean, I can get there with my car, and yes, I do have a car. It's outside, right in front of my door. I'm not gonna show it because I'm on my freaking desktop, but it is what it is. You don't believe me? Suck my dick, bitch. It is what it is. So that's all I gotta say about that. Let's move on. I'm gonna finish this up because I gotta save some time for my other videos coming up in the next couple weeks, and I gotta do my next video coming up. Well, I might do well, I'll probably after this video I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go live again. I'm gonna set up my next stream for my In Your House 2 predictions on the TGC with 1 channel. Do that quick stream. Probably take a little bit of time to have some dinner. It's 8:25 now, so I'm probably gonna have dinner probably in the next 2 hours, I'll say hour and a half, 2 hours. Take a little break to cool off and everything. Maybe take a shower and everything. And because it's fucking, I don't know how it's so fucking hot in here now. I have all the windows open. I'm trying to get the air in. There's no air coming through. I don't know. But I might have to put the fan on and put the air conditioner on just to cool down the house, cool myself off. I might have to take a shower just to cool myself off. So it is what it's. So probably after TGC 197, probably take a little break, and then I'll come back with my third video of the night, my AEW review. Probably I would say maybe around 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna do the video, finish it off, and then stay up for a couple more hours, and then go to sleep. And then hopefully sometime tomorrow, Rosa will be home. I don't know what time, but it is what it is. So, but she has to come back tomorrow because I got a big thing on Monday morning that me and her have to go to, and we have an early morning thing we have to go to. Nothing serious, but it's just some things we have to go into the city for something in the morning, early in the morning. So we have to get home. That's it. All right. I'll take this 1 second. Yes. Hey, can I call you right back? Like, give me like 1 minute. I'll call you right back. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So let me just finish that up. All right. All right. Let's finish up with Nick. Talk about Asuka basically going to catering with Corbin and Nakamura and Shayna Baszler, among others, will probably get released too. Nakamura is going to make, or Asuka's going to, Nakamura or Asuka's going to make the ramen and udon noodle. No, Nick, come on. That's not nice. That's racist. That's racist, Nick. I'm not, I wish I can delete comments on StreamYard, but I can't. It is what it is. I might be able to just hide the mess. I don't know. What else? I'll leave it in, but I don't care. Nick says, when's the AEW review? Hopefully later tonight. If not, maybe sometime tomorrow afternoon. And then I don't know if I'm gonna get the In Your House review up tomorrow night because I gotta go to bed early because like I said, Monday me and the missus have to be in New York City. So because we have to get up at like 7 o'clock and we have to be in New York by 8. So you have to get up, get up, get dressed, get in my car, get into the city, even though with traffic. But I know shortcuts, but it is what it is. That's that. So AEW review probably coming Probably, I would say later tonight. So stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the bell to get notified when that video goes up. Looking forward to the AEW review. Talks about Bob Holly. Yeah, he got injured. I think he got his neck broken, or he got injured by I think it was Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar or Albert like fucked him up in a match. But it is what it is. And no, it was not Chris Benoit, or the man that we don't say his name anymore, but you know who it is. And that's it. So that's it. Thank you all for watching this video. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. I'll be back in just a little bit with my In Your House Takeover 2, In Your House 2 predictions, and a little bit on the TTC Reborn channel. So come on over to the TTC Reborn channel for that stream, and maybe later on for my AEW review on the Peter Gilmore YouTube Wrestling channel. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in just a little bit. And if you're not down with that, fuck you, man. And I'm out. Peace, bitches.